Meatspace is a proposed television series written and directed by William Trilbee Carlisle. It centres around 4 university freshers: Jamie the filmmaker, played by John Ferguson, Lydia the writer, played by Della Malin, Megan the musician, played by Chloe Rose, and David the whatever it is he wants to be, played by Cade Sleeth Wilding. 2 weeks after moving into student accommodation, freshers Jamie, David and Lydia finally have functioning internet. As they settle in, they wonder about another fresher, Megan, who stays in her room all the time and keeps to herself. Lydia discovers her flatmate has a hidden musical gift and tries to encourage Megan to open up and share her talents with her new friends. But can Lydia convince Megan to share her music, and, more importantly, is it right for Lydia to try and do so? I was pleasantly surprised at how good this actually was. As William Carlisle is a movie/television critic, I was expecting the writing itself to have quality, but I wasn't sure about how well the acting would fare. More often than not, I find myself watching amateur content and seeing actors that can't act at all. Seeing as the actors involved in this project are volunteers, I don't think William could have been luckier with his cast. The comedy in this episode is a bit hit and miss. There are several funny moments, like a scene involving a Jenga tower, and one involving a cricket bat-wielding maniac, but a lot of the humour just falls flat. For example, there is a completely unnecessary scene concerning whether Belgians talk Belgianese or not, which doesn't add anything to the plot and should probably just be cut. Also, David's attraction to the snowball mic? Yeah, I'm sorry, but that just annoyed me. Of course, this is more a sitcom than anything, but it has quality, which is rare nowadays. Examples like The Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother comes to mind when you think about sitcoms that are wasted and totally unnecessary and just really bad. The dialogue in this episode is realistic and believable, and William's characters are very charming. However, there is another negative. The directing is dull. Now, as a sitcom, this is obviously not the best way to spread your directorial wings, but I just think it could have been done a little better. For example, the scene where Megan is introduced. We already know how the kitchen looks, so I think it would be better to have a close-up of the door, and then the camera following her, carrying the parcel. Plus it would help us get acquainted with her a bit quicker, as it takes a bit too much time before we actually see her face properly. And in the rest of the episode, the camera mostly stands still. There's too much relying on tripods, nothing really changing it up, which made me a tiny bit bored.
I think she's right, Lydia.
You know things are serious when David agrees with me.
Twat. Dick.
Jamie is, simply put, the normal one. While Lydia is a big, bombastic presence, Megan is shy and a bit socially awkward, and David is simply himself. Jamie grounds things nicely. He's a straight guy, and he bounces off David's character in the funniest ways. John Ferguson and Cade Wilding's chemistry is undeniable.
Jamie? You see this magazine?
Yeah.
Hit David with it. Really freaking hard.
Oh no! Ah! What did I do?
Lydia is, as previously stated, a bombastic presence. She has no qualms about pushing people around, but I think at heart she is quite a nice person, and her relationship with Megan in this episode is interesting to watch unfold. Della Malin, who plays her, gives a nice performance. None of it seems forced, and she's great at making Lydia's eccentricity come to life.
What's that then? Drinks all round? Oosh! I mean, I had nothing better to do tonight anyway. Let me know when you decide what you're doing.
David is a charming, confident guy who wears his heart on his sleeve and is a very strategic Jenga player. He also has a weird hard-on for snowball bikes for some reason. David's character mostly brings comic relief, and he is pretty damn funny. But for the moment he's pretty shallow, and I hope William is planning on expanding upon his character later in the series. The standout actor in this episode is Chloe Rose as Megan. She's a great actor, and she pulls off Megan's shy, uncertain personality perfectly. In a way, the whole episode is Megan's. It's about her opening up and gaining some confidence in herself. Chloe Rose's performance captures Megan's personality so wonderfully. Her small, awkward smiles and slightly slouching posture conveying the character without fault. At the moment, Megan is the most well-developed and my favourite character, and I can't wait to see what William does with her next. This is a fun, character-driven episode filled with funny gags and dialogue. The characters are all pretty fleshed out, Megan being the standout, both in terms of acting and personality. The directing is a bit dull, some of the comic relief falls flat, but overall this has the potential to become a really good series. I really hope this gets picked up. By the way, I'm changing my rating system as the 1 to 10 thing just didn't work for me. That's all for now. Bye!